To the live line, assistant managing editor at U.S. News and World Report, Miss Megan Woods, joining us now to talk about homeowners expect repair costs to climb. Hi, Megan.
Good morning, Fawn. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Good.
I bought a house last year, even though I wanted to wait till interest rates came down. Under the Biden economy, I knew that wasn't going to happen. So I said, I'm diving in with both feet. I'm doing it. But I'm not fixing anything till we get this economy under control because I know it's going to cost too much.
Congratulations on buying a home. That's exciting. And June is National Homeownership Month. So it's the perfect time to talk about it.
Yeah. So I didn't really have a choice because I was renting and I hated where I was. So it was like, oh, my God, I have to buy a house or my dog's going to kill somebody. But I did not realize that when I bought a house in the early 2000s, I got a really nice house for like 90 grand. That was in this area. That was a pretty nice house. Basement, 3 bedrooms, really nice inside. Now, $120,000 will get you a tiny house. It's a whole different world.
It is. You're not alone. I think a lot of Americans are feeling a little bit nervous and weary about the cost of home ownership. So we actually did a survey because we wanted to find out more about what American homeowners are thinking. So we polled about 1,200 U.S. homeowners, ages 25 and older, to see what they thought about home repair costs, financial preparedness, home warranties, all of the stuff that goes into owning a home. And we found some kind of unexpected results.
Yeah, well, I mean, and I hate to keep saying it, but coming off the Biden economy, I can barely afford cat litter. So I know that if I have a water heater go out or something, it's going to be way more than what I even have on hand to fix. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess take cold showers because I'm not going to be able to afford it because everything is so expensive right now.
Yes, most homeowners from our survey, the biggest 3 concerns are rising costs, property taxes, insurance, the impact of inflation on maintenance and energy bills. They're also really worried about unexpected repairs like their roof going out, HVAC, plumbing, appliances. I know in Missouri you're probably pretty dependent on your air conditioner in the summer. And then people are worried about aging infrastructure too, the condition of their plumbing, their electric systems, and their home components, and what they are going to do if one of those things goes out.
Yeah, I bought a brand new house, so I don't worry about any of that right now. But you know what? They don't make things like they used to, so it could happen to me too. All right, so what did you find when it came to just home repairs and placements? And you said you talked to 1,200 people?
Yep, 1,200 American homeowners over the age of 25 that have owned their homes for more than a year.
Okay, so on imported materials, budgeting for home repairs and replacements, cost fluctuations. Tell me what sort of, you had 93% are worried about just that. That's a large number.
That's almost everyone, yeah. One of the things that I found really interesting is that more than half are more likely to consider purchasing a home warranty to help manage some of these potential expenses. So sounds like you have a new house. You probably don't fall into that category, but people who have older homes are definitely thinking about the peace of mind a home warranty could bring. There's also a little bit of worry that they don't quite understand how a home warranty works, or they're concerned that they're a scam.
Well, are they?
They can be, unfortunately, but one of the awesome things that my team does at U.S. News and World Report is we have a lot of really rigorous research into how home warranties work. We actually pose as customers and call them up. We ask all the tough questions. We look through all the legalese and the contract. And finding the right home warranty for the state you live in, I think, is key to avoiding a scam. So we can help you find a home warranty by budget, state, if you're worried about specifically appliances going out and the cost of repairing those. You just have to make sure you're finding a home warranty that covers those things.
Right. I think the biggest concern for me would be, storm damage for I have insurance on my home. So if I got hit by a tornado, I'd obviously be made whole. But it is the appliances and the things inside that, okay, what if my oven stops working? What do I do? Run to Walmart and get a toaster oven? I mean, because I'm not going to be able to get an oven. So does a home warranty cover anything in the home that goes wrong that is an appliance or just anything that's in your home?
So there are different kinds of home warranties. If placing appliances is top of mind for you, then you would have to look really deeply into your contract to make sure your appliances are covered.
Mm-hmm.
Most home warranties aren't going to cover damage from a natural disaster. You're right. That's where your home insurance is going to step in.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have it because when kids come over and they play, they could fall on the chain link fence and cut their face. So you never know. Kids are stupid. They do dumb stuff. All right. So, with the tariff war going on, and it's a good thing for America because it's about time we level the playing field. But people are worried that other countries might retaliate and the global cost could go higher, which means higher prices for us.
Right. So I'm not an economic or political reporter, so I can't speculate on what's ahead, but it does seem like companies are passing along higher tariffs by raising prices. And it sounds like homeowners are nervous about the impact that this is going to have on home repair needs, especially over the next few years.
And out of those 1,200, you had 80%. Another thing that's cited here says 72% would be more likely to purchase a home warranty if they understood its potential coverage. Now, that's where the rubber hits the road because, I don't know, they would find me scuba diving in the Bahamas to ask me about my car's extended warranty because they're crazy about that. Home warranties don't really bother you like that, but mortgage warranties bother you like that. So there are so many different things with the word warranty on it that I think it scares people.
I think you're right. There's definitely, like I said, 9% of respondents are nervous that they are a scam. And I think that's just where the research comes in. That's where my team can come in and help. If your readers want to check us out, we're at www.usnews.com/360reviews/repairs cost survey. They'll find so much information about where to start. We have a home warranty cost tool where they can just enter in their state and take it from there to kind of find the best vetted home warranties for them. It's such an individual. Every homeowner is different. Every home is different. I think that's part of it too. You really need to find the one that meets your needs for the peace of mind that you need.
Right, and that's if you don't have the means to just replace it yourself. I mean, if you've got enough money to just replace it yourself, then knock yourself out. We're not talking to you. But if you're like me, or if you're like young people just getting started out, you buy this home, it passes inspection, you're so happy, and then 2 weeks later the water heater goes out, or the toilet won't flush, and there's somebody flushed a bunch of wipies or something like an idiot, and you never know. Then they got to dig up your whole yard, and you got this big mess and no way to pay for it. So home warranties can come in handy for stuff like that.
Exactly.
Okay. So 55% said they worry about unexpected home repairs significantly increasing their stress. I'm going to tell you right now, Megan, it increases my stress, and that's not even happening to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing. When you're a homeowner, you just never know what the next day is going to bring.
Right.
Yeah. Then add a couple German Shepherds into the mix and see how quickly you start worrying about your stuff. All right. 47% said they're going to budget more for potential home repairs in the next 5 years. What does that mean?
I think what you just, you hit it on the head when you said if you can afford it, you're not worried about it. Mm-hmm. But people who don't have that kind of extra income are starting to think maybe I should be setting aside money now just in case my refrigerator goes out, my washing machine goes out, I'm going to have to replace it. They're just putting aside money for the next few years.
Yeah, well, and you know what? Some of that's called retirement money, and you got to dip into it. And I hate when that happens, but you got to have a fridge.
Yes, it is unfortunate.
I just bought a new fridge, not because there was anything wrong with the other one, but it was just so stinking huge. It took up half the room. I was like, I don't need a fridge that's, the size of 17 people. I need just a skinny little fridge that looks cute. It's just me and my grandson, So, I sold it to somebody for real cheap who I knew needed one badly, and I got another one, and I'm very happy with it. But if it goes out now, I'm going to be screwed because I can't afford to get another one.
Sure. Well, you might want to look into a home warranty that covers appliances just in case the worst happens. I mean, you never know. Sometimes a refrigerator lasts a decade plus. Sometimes you get a lemon and it just goes out.
Yeah, I'd start naming off which appliances fail the most, but then I'd get in trouble. I'd get in
There you
trouble
go.
with those companies, but starts with a W, won't ever buy it again. All right, so if these latest consumer survey findings from National Homeownership Month are reflective of the entire nation, this you talk to people regardless of their income status, right?
Correct.
Okay, so 1,200 people, is that a good sample?
I think it is. They're all homeowners. They're all over the age of 25. I think it gives us a good starting point to have these conversations.
Okay, and it didn't matter how long they'd had their home.
It did. I'm looking now at my exact methodology.
I know you said over a year, but that's a pretty big. I mean, you could. That's
So I misspoke. Of the survey respondents, 81% own their home for more than 3 years.
okay.
19% own their home between 1 and 3 years.
Okay.
So the majority had been in their home for over 3 years, which is probably about the time you start to worry about things starting to break down.
Yeah. So if you're going to buy a fixer-upper, you need to expect that things are going to go squirrely on you. If you buy a newer home, it's more than likely things are going to be okay unless they built it very cheaply. But would you suggest people get a home warranty? And if so, does your page guide them to where the best ones are?
Yes, I do suggest, if you're nervous about costs, if you have an older home, if you have a newer home, some things are covered by a manufacturer's warranty, so you want to make sure you're not buying double coverage.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have an older home, definitely look into a home warranty. Our pages have all of the information that you could need by state budget, if you're looking by budget, if you're looking by specific appliance, if you're looking by exception, we have everything you could need.
Did you talk to people about whether or not they actually had enough money in an emergency savings to cover this? Did you ask them that too?
No, we didn't get that deep, drill down that deep into the survey.
Okay, because if I asked all of my friends, and my friends come from every walk of life, I mean, from potheads to millionaires, I know people from every walk of life, and I can tell you right now that at least half of them wouldn't be able to replace an appliance if it went out.
Yes, we did find that the median cost of a home warranty is about $56 a month, which is an amount of money, but it's not as massive as one might think when they hear home warranty coverage.
Right, and I would hope, because prices are going to come down here pretty soon. As soon as the bill passes and we get to keep more of our money and things start to get back to people in America actually making what they're worth. I think that things are going to level out a little bit and more people are going to be less worried. But if I did not have a new home, I would definitely have a home warranty insurance of some kind beyond my property insurance, because if your stove quits, your house insurance is not going to cover that. That's a completely different thing. So make
Right.
sure you check what your policy covers.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you're just the sweetest little thing, Megan Wood. I'm glad to talk to you today, Assistant Managing Editor at U.S. News and World Report. Again, where do they go? Where's the landing page for them to check out these home insurance policies?
Yes, thank you so much, Fawn. You can check us out with our survey results at www.usnews.com/360reviews/repair cost survey, and all the links you could ever need are right in there.
Yeah, and make sure you check them out because it could happen to you tomorrow. And if you buy the insurance policy today, you're covered tomorrow because as soon as you sign on the line, you're good to go. All right. Megan, thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye, Fawn.